Hello, my spooky people, and welcome to the Spooky Lounge. As always, I am your host, Lucky, and today we have the review for Strangers Chapter 2. Now, before we get into that, remember to click that bell to be notified anytime we post spooky content just like this. Like, share, and subscribe to join the Spooky Lounge today. Let's get into it. Strangers Chapter 2, I am here to report, was not better. By any means, this film was not better. They set up Strangers Chapter 2 as basically a long chase scene. So we have our character, Maya, who is from Strangers Chapter 1. She survived that encounter. Her aforementioned fiance did not survive the encounter in Chapter 1, but Maya did. So she's in the local hospital recovering from her wounds sustained in the first movie, and it picks up right after the ending of Chapter 1. She wakes up in the hospital. There is a little bit of some background in terms of like her sister reached out trying to get her to, I believe, Portland, Oregon, away from this small town where the killers obviously reside, and just get her back to her family and friends so she can recover properly after such a traumatic experience in the first film. I feel like it was trying to do a number of things that I can appreciate, but it was not executed well at all. Number one, Strangers Chapter 2 really leaned heavily on the idea of it could be anyone in this small town. They give little hints and nuggets as to who it could be throughout this film, and they want you to believe that anyone in this movie could be the killers or be associated with the killers, so you can't trust anyone. But everyone is so bland in this film that you don't really care who the killers are throughout the entirety of the film. Secondly, what Strangers Chapter 2 tries to do is they try to make some backstory for the strangers. And while I can appreciate that, because anytime you have maxed killers in a horror movie, you want to know more about them. The same way I want to know more about Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger or Art the Clown or any of these characters that have a very vague past about them. You want to get to know more about them. So I can appreciate that from Strangers, but at the same time, they do a terrible job with that as well. And finally, the thing that didn't work for me the most in this movie was the pacing. A CGI boar scene that took 10 to 15 minutes where this CGI boar attacks Maya in the woods while she's running away from the strangers and trying to find help, which who would have known that this hospital everyone died in because the strangers were after her and she was able to escape. She would be in the woods. The cops were pointless. They were useless. Their dialogue and setup was terrible, but that's for another day. The boar scene was completely pointless. It gave little to no background as well, and the boar was just grunting the whole time, along with the female lead Maya crying softly and trying to avoid the boar. It just felt very out of touch and out of place for a movie such as this. But all in all, this movie is not good. I do not recommend going to see it in theaters or even checking it out when it hits digital. I think that Strangers is dead. Outside of that, I'm going to have to give Strangers Chapter 2 a 0.5 knives out of 5, not even a full knife. It is probably my least favorite horror movie of the year. But with all that said, leave a comment down below if you saw Strangers Chapter 2. Did you like it more than me? Are you still going to go see it? Or is Strangers a slowly dying cinematic experience for you, as it is for me? This has been Lucky, and just remember to de-stress, progress, and give your mind a rest. I will see you guys at the lounge in the next one.